Hey guys, Jacob here.
And it's me, Linicus, as well. I'm gonna call myself
Yeah,
Linicus.
and as some of you may know, Nintendo is starting to develop things for tablets, smartphones, and PCs.
Well, not necessarily PCs, because you kind of have to emulate, but...
No, actually, I
Okay.
I'm looking at an article right here. All right,
Well, we'll have different articles.
so yeah, we both have different articles open. So
Like,
they're gonna start developing stuff for a tablet, smartphones, and PC.
I mean, that could be beneficial, but how are they gonna market this?
It could be
They're...
beneficial, but I mean, there's some people that aren't gonna understand, as we saw with the marketing failure of the Wii U.
No, but
Um,
everybody thought it was
that
an
went
add-on.
terrible. That went
It
terribly.
did.
People were confused with, was it a new system? Was it an add-on? People just weren't prepared for that.
But
They should have.
this could
It
have...
and that's why the Wii U is failing.
This
It's
could
it's a
have...
very it's a very good system. It's definitely a very good system,
But
no
it
doubt
was
about
just
it. But
marketed wrong.
it
Marketed
was marketed
very
wrong.
wrong.
It would have done really good. It would
But
have done as good as the Wii. But
But this could have sort of a nostalgic value, Because from what I'm seeing,
yeah,
it's kind of an older version of Super Mario Bros., which is kind of interesting. And I mean, that could sort of bring nostalgic value, but people might see it as,
it
oh, it's
could.
just a ripoff that
Yeah, I
is
mean,
using the emulator.
it's kind of like with Sega. We don't. I don't want it to end up like Sega.
And Sega kind
Except
of,
it won't because it's Nintendo. And um, and don't take this wrong. They are gonna keep working on the 3DS Wii U and the code name in X system.
right.
So that they are going to be coming out in the future. But
But as
and
we know with Nintendo, they really have
it's
not...
I don't want it to end up like Sega where they're releasing new mainstream Sonic games like Sonic 4. They have Sonic 4 on mobile.
Right.
And no, release that on the 3DS. Release it on console. No one wants to
Sit there
no
on their
one
phone all
wants
day.
to buy parts parts of a game that should be on an actual console. So, uh, just
But
why?
just
No,
reading here, I mean, it has to be marketed right because with as you said with
it
the
has
Wii
to be
U,
marketed right, or they're gonna lose money.
as you said with the Wii
Just like the
U,
Wii U.
it
Right.
was marketed really bad, but this this could fall to that and they lose more money on what they're
Yeah.
developing. And from what I'm seeing, they're going with a company called Dina or a developer.
Yes. So they're working with Dina. I don't know much about that company, but
Neither do I.
no, I have no idea what this article does not explain.
That's why I'm
All
using
right, I'm going
CNN.
to Dina. Full profile for Dina.
But
So let's see.
I mean, it,
Dina is a platform providing social games, e-commerce with other. So it's pretty much at games, and at games sucks.
which is really not smart on
And
Nintendo's part.
and take it from me, I actually own a Sega Genesis portable gaming system,
Yeah.
and half of the games on there are at games. They
And
don't know what they're doing.
And I mean, they just all they really need to do is make the controls different on the phones. Let me just explain what I think they can try to do to market this and make it a little bit easier for people who are new coming to these games because sometimes it might seem a little confusing and that's gonna put people like, oh no, I don't want to play this. So,
Yeah, is they have to market it right, or it's just gonna fail.
right,
And
like you like
like the
we've
Wii
both
U,
said
as
with
we've
the Wii
said
U,
many times.
people thought it was an add-on and they didn't want an add-on
People,
to their apparently crappy
yeah,
Wii.
I thought it was an add-on. I thought it was an add-on. And
until they came
I
out
mean,
instead.
I do own one, as you might see in future videos if I do get a recorder. But this just, if they have said that they are gonna work on console. They have announced that.
But they can't.
Iwata has announced that. But I don't know.
We
I don't know how
can't.
this is gonna go.
What we can't really do. What they can't do is they can't market this like, oh, it's just Mario games and
Yeah,
Zelda games on the
Yeah, I
phone.
understand why they're doing this.
They're saying
People nowadays are constantly on tablet, smartphone, and PC, and not as many people are doing console game anymore. So I can understand why they do this, and if they do it right, this is a smart decision. But again, like I said, Sega just they failed. They did terribly,
and
and
that was
they're turning to mobile tablets and smartphones. So I don't
and
know why.
and that we love our Nintendo. We don't want it to die out. This is why we're making this video, because they have to do this right. I mean, I
And
might get this game when it comes out, just
I
because.
mean, the games they're gonna just be releasing a bunch of
But
games and
another thing I don't understand is how they're gonna make Zelda and Star Fox go into
no,
a
I
phone.
doubt. I mean, I can see
As
how Star Fox would work with like just tap the screen to shoot and tilt to move, but
Yeah, because that's a lot of games
that's
right now.
simpler. But
Simpler controls.
I doubt they're really gonna put those mainstream console games.
But
But
the Blizzard, for instance, did this right with Hearthstone.
yeah,
They did it
Blizzard did it right.
perfectly. Perfectly.
They um
They had a good
but
subscriber
it
base,
right
and then
and
they knew, okay, we can put this on the tablet. That way they
they
can do
knew
it on the go.
but those were card games. Nintendo is
Platform games, but it's the same concept.
platform and adventure and
It's the same concept because,
splat things with ink.
but it's the
So
same concept if you think about it, because it's a game that was originally on a console going into, well, a PC or console going into a phone, which is what happened with Hearthstone, as I've said. But Hearthstone,
and that was a great success. But it was a card game. You can easily port a card game to.
right? It's really easy.
It's really easy. I mean, they have so much good games for the Pokemon TCG, Hearthstone, freaking Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just card games are really
Rampant.
good for mobile,
But
but I don't know how.
how they have
I
to
don't know what to
have,
expect.
neither do I. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for around 2 years. But still, we want to make this video just to give our ideas on what this could turn into, or how it could actually probably as could be the downfall of Nintendo, because,
No, there's no way. They have too much money for this to be the downfall.
well, they would
They
have
are
to get a
the
new
most
sponsor
popular gaming.
console other than
No, not
Microsoft
console. Just
company.
no, not even other than anything. They have been around the longest. They have the biggest fan base. Nintendo just has too much money to fail. But
But with people emulating, they are losing a little bit of money, but that
but people are not emulating modern day. They're emulating stuff that has already been sold, and they don't sell anymore.
right. But
And they don't even remake them. They don't like Sega.
like, I
But
mean, if you read, they're saying that like yesterday's hits said, because this is gonna one of the paragraphs in this article that I have here. Nintendo said its games need to raise the bar to break in and keep foothold on marketplace that's wildly erratic. Yesterday's hits, Angry Birds, Jungle Run, are quickly overtaken by new obsessions, Candy Crush, and Subway Surfers. Which Candy Crush is just addicting. Just
yeah, those are addicting, fun, easy games with touch the screen. That's all it is. I mean, I've seen some of the.
But it's just gonna be hard for them to market this, as we've said. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
odd, and even
We'll
in
just have to
one of the
see.
paragraphs, they said the odds of success are quite low if consumers cannot appreciate the quality of a game, which is saying quality over quantity, which is not going to help them in this industry. You can't do that because it has to be a bunch of it.
No. If they release a bunch of it and it's crap, it's just not gonna work for them.
Yeah, but if they can get
People are gonna give up.
quality,
In this case, it is a severe quality over quantity.
but if they can get quality and quantity, they can.
That
That's
yes,
that's
they need. That's
if
what they need to succeed with this.
if you think
And it says in one of the heads here, it says after an eternity of staying away, Nintendo has finally given into the lure of mobile.
which
So I understand why. And all right, here's what Nintendo President Satoru Iwata says. Now that we have decided to, now we've decided how we will make use of smart devices, we have come to hold an even stronger passion and vision for the dedicated video game system business more than ever before. So they are looking at this as a very great opportunity, but
with
it's
their kind
hard
of low
to.
popularity at the moment, they can't. It's gonna be hard, and
Yeah, with the fail of the Wii U, and it's just a marketing
but
failure.
if you think about it,
But
um,
this could be their next step up, and they could make tons and tons of money off
like
of it. I know they will make tons of money off of it,
like if you
anyways.
remember,
But
do you remember the DS version of Mario Brothers? It had this mini games and it had like a casino. You could do that because that's
yeah,
really easy to translate
that
into your
yes,
phone.
that's what they need to do for one of their games. Just translate the mini games. All the mini games you can do. There's some where you blow into the phone, touch the screen, drag your finger on, drag the stylus on the screen. It's really easy to do, and they could actually make it an online multiplayer and maybe enhance the graphics a little bit
Yeah, because I
because
remember those graphics. They were kind of
because
clunky.
those were in 64 graphics.
No, I remember
DS.
it was on a DS graphics, which is not the best, as we know. But
Yeah, we've all seen Sonic Rush.
my gosh, don't remember. Don't put that in my mind. Just don't.
Sonic Rush. It was a good game. It was like a normal Sonic game,
Then they put it on the
but
phone.
the graphics,
Yeah.
the graphics. But it was kind of an early DS game. But there were some great DS games, and we're getting off topic. No. WarioWare. That could
Yeah,
work.
that was. If
That could work.
there was a glitch.
WarioWare even WarioWare even could it
Yeah,
it
I mean,
showed what people it could do with a touchscreen.
it has.
And if they ported that to mobile, no one would care. Everyone everyone would appreciate that because you wouldn't have to buy it, you wouldn't have to buy a actual cartridge that eventually could stop working. You could buy it on Google Play or
The
Game
App
Center
Store.
and save it there forever. And it would just be much easier.
And they have so many opportunities that are countless, so they just need to put their heads to it. And I know Nintendo has failed by just not putting determination into the mix with the Wii U. So
Right. But I am confident of the NX. I just hope they don't release it soon because we've gotten maybe I think it's been 2 years since the release of the Wii U. A console should at least get 5 to 7 years.
well, 70,
Like the
like
PS3. The PS3 did great with that. People loved it. And it was around for a long time. Same as
the
the NES.
the PS4,
But
if you think about it, that was in planning since the beginning of the PS3. So they knew they were gonna make it.
they
That's
knew
what.
they knew what they were gonna do. They knew where they were going with it. But even though they were still developing it and they knew exactly what they were doing,
Which
they didn't
is
release it until they were like, all right, so
next gen is here, so we gotta
Ne-
release.
We've got to. The Wii U came out. It's been a year since that was. It's been like half a year since that was released. Nintendo is releasing consoles. We need to release consoles to keep up with the next gen. Even though Wii U was not next gen at all,
Not even close.
it brought HD and better graphics
But if you think about it,
and
PS4
some
marketing
better gameplay because
and PS4.
it's pretty much a stationary 3DS.
What they should do is they should take some of these techniques from PS4, like planning right as you make the next console that you've planned for a little bit.
Right.
But that was
Though
Microsoft's downfall.
I think they did do that with the NX because they saw the Wii U was failing because of their poor marketing choices. But I don't know. Just so wait, what words? So they realized they need to make a new console for a backup in case this fails completely. But the things that have saved the Wii U are the fact that more Mario titles, a very very improved Mario Kart.
Mario
Super
Kart 8 was kind of
Super Smash Brothers and Splatoon. Those two games alone could definitely save the console.
because
Oh.
Super Smash
They are great
Brothers.
games.
Super Smash received a huge following, which was helped them a lot in the Wii U. Pretty much one of the only reasons why people
And
bought the
they
Wii U.
needed a new Smash title. They've had a Smash title for every single home console since the N64. For the N64, GameCube, Wii, and now the Wii U.
Right.
So
Yeah. So I think we should end it here because we're hitting around 20 minutes.
We're hitting around we're at the 17-minute mark for me at least. So, well,
this is our opinions on
pretty much our
Nintendo.
summary is. We just hope they don't fail. They could do this, but their marketing could.
You need to market.
They need to do better marketing than they have been doing. Iwata just didn't do very good at that.
For the Wii U, as we've said.
Right.
But,
so that is our time. It's about 20 minutes now. So
we shall see you next time.
goodbye.